Okay, so hi everybody. I'm going to try something new with the Arcana videos, which is that I'm going to sort of narrate what's going on a little bit. And the purpose of that is just to sort of show the relationship between the front-end interactions that the user would have with the game and the kind of back-end framework of the mechanics. So that's what we're going to work on. If you look at the right side of the screen, what you see there is kind of a standard game view with the ritual tools, the various implements that the player uses in order to perform the rituals. And the idea of those rituals is that they are sort of projecting their character through the metaverse, through alternate planes of existence. So at this point, the primary purpose of performing rituals is astral projection. And if you look at the left side of the screen, you see that there are two windows over there, and the player will actually never see those. Those are a kind of editor or toolset view, and what they show are two sort of viewports of the metaverse, which is to say a kind of realm of 6 dimensions, and there are sort of two three-dimensional mazes there. And through those two three-dimensional mazes, the player's astral body is kind of moving in response to what they do in a ritual. So I'm going to kind of play the game as normal, and you can kind of watch what's going on both sides of the screen. And I'll just try to give a little bit of explanation as to what is going on there. So you'd start off the game, and maybe you would, you just kind of cleanse the ritual space by ringing the bell. And then you are lighting the candle in order to commence a ritual. And then at that point, you are maybe opening up your book of chants, and the book of chants is oddly overlapping the wrong side of the screen because the editor view is constraining our aspect ratio weirdly. So you're going to close your book of chants for now. And so I'm going to go ahead and open up this scrying mirror. And eventually that mirror will be a kind of divinatory tool that is used in order to kind of orient yourself in the metaverse, almost like a kind of a compass that lets you figure out your coordinates. Anyway, let's do a ritual or two. So I'm going to start off opening up our inventory. Now this is the ritual items that you have, and you can collect those as you move metaverse. Just for demo purposes, I've given the player a lot of those artifacts to start off with. So let's do like a necromancy ritual, like a death ritual. You kind of watch what that does on both sides of the display. So, all right, I'm going to put some skulls down. Yeah, and you can see that on the left side, this kind of fiery cord appeared there. And what happened is that the player's astral body, or rather one of the player's astral bodies, because the player always has two of those in two different meta projection zones. The player's astral body kind of moved outward there. And so that's what placing these ritual items does, is it kind of creates a propelling force that pushes you out through the multiverse. So let's see, we're going to push a little further here and see where it takes us. Now let's put down another skull. And where you put the skulls kind of creates different degrees of velocity that move you further or not as far. And so as you're moving out there, we have approached a scythe in the metaverse. And because we're pretty close to it, we can see that it's mostly kind of faded in. We're going to pick it up. Now it's in our inventory, so that's one thing you can do. You can grab artifacts that you find out on the plains. Go a little further. Let's go pretty far out on the kind of death axis here. And whoa, okay, a few things happened there. Several things happened. One is that we switched backgrounds there at the game mode. All of these backgrounds were made by Thomas Dunlop. He's an amazing artist. Done pretty much all of the art that you see on screen there, most of what you see in the game. And so there you are, and we heard the sound of breaking glass. And what happened there is that there was this barrier that was in the way of the player's movement. This sort of pink cube out here. And in order to push through that barrier, the player had to accumulate enough rhythmic force to just break through it. And so that was the sound of breaking glass. It's kind of a Jim Morrison harmonic that break on through to the other side. So here we are, out as far as we can kind of go on the death plane. That kind of cartoon whine you heard, it was placeholder audio, but it indicated that the player's silver cord had actually broken. So we're kind of untethered in the metaverse. And that could be dangerous later on. Anyway, I'm going to cleanse some of that ritual energy, which you can see on the left-hand side of the screen sort of snaps us back toward 000 in the metaverse. Let's do, another ritual that will involve this other bottom lower left-hand meta projection zone. So here we go. We are going to, let's do something a little happier, and let's kind of go out on the axis pleasure. And so this is going to be kind of like a voodoo-themed ritual. So we could go ahead, we've got some candy over here, and that's pleasurable, so let's put that down in a few places. And you'll notice over here in this meta projection zone that this time our silver cord, this kind of fiery cord, stretched downward. So it's stretched downward on the y-axis. And so because this is a six-dimensional universe, movement along, you can actually move along the extremes of three axes in two different sort of meta projection zones here. So we moved along the negative pain axis, which is pleasure. And let's go a little further along it. Yeah, so our silver cord is quite stretched out at that point, and all the way down here. And of course, we see another one of these beautiful that Thomas made. I'll also point out that mirror that we're looking at over here, this drawing mirror, it's kind of constantly giving us different glimpses of the plane. Steve Green's program that. So it's got these cool kind of swirling vortices that are moving. And that was kind of crystal balls, but it'll come more and more into play. So anyway, that's just a couple small rituals. I wanted to show kind of interaction between the front end and the back end. And there'll be another video that's just kind of a quick tour of the metaverse where you can see the backgrounds and that kind of thing. But I wanted people to kind of just see some of the front end and the back end and how those interact. And I hope you enjoyed that. I'll talk to you later.